Namaskar. This is the fourth video that we are going to record and presenting before you. Seriously speaking, this time I have not been able to prepare the script also. So it is not only unedited, it is not fully scripted. Yes, I did think on it, and I'm just going to share with you my thoughts. The thoughts came as soon as I heard the news of the present decision of the government to cancel this year's class 12th board papers also, the CBSE ones. I was surprised, shocked. Reasons are there, definitely. Suppose the IPL match. We all know, because of the very poor situation of the pandemic, we could not conduct it in India, so it has been shifted to some other country, so that the show goes on. Then came our elections. The elections did happen, thank God. The elections did happen in our own country, especially in the areas, in the states where it was going to be conducted. And we may tell that second wave did not reach that time at its peak, but then also we conducted it. Right. Let's come to that is one situation. Let's keep that in mind. Secondly, we come to another situation. The sudden crisis of oxygen in the second wave. Why? Honestly speaking, we were not prepared. Secondly, the population that India has, the experts tell that it is not possible to immediately provide oxygen to every place, because oxygen is being prepared in one part of the country, and to bring it to the respective areas, it takes time. It needs huge amount of logistics. Correct. So what did the government do? The government had discussions definitely with the other departments, and they came to the conclusion to take support from various other industrial houses, armies, etc., etc. In many cases, they only came forward to support the government, to support the people. That means what? Whether in case of the IPL or the election, or in this case of oxygen crisis and eventual steps being taken to get rid, to break the barrier and reach to a consensus, we have taken some steps. We have undergone some discussions. Then what actually happened with plus 2 board exams? Completely cancelled? Doesn't it do injustice to those students who have been sincere about studies and prepared for the long hours just to sit for this particular exam? We should understand one thing very clearly, that until and unless we have resistance, we have challenge, we have something, we have some goal in life, we cannot flourish. Our best cannot come out, and examination is just part of it. 10th exams cancelled, fine, I understand. It was during the first wave it happened, and we were completely unaware, the whole world was unaware. We took a decision, fine, accepted. And then plus 2 was postponed. Then what did we do during this short period of time that we postponed it? Were we waiting for this vaccine to get ready and we will get vaccinated? But that was only for 18 plus people. So can we conclude that this vaccination thing was in their mind, or the cases will come down? But we are right now predicting third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave, etc., etc. So why was this time taken then? See, when we see the oxygen situation, we find people are dying, which is unbearable. People will just go mad when seeing their own relatives dying, and it actually happened. And the opposition left no stones unturned to put the government into trouble, which is obviously the task of the opposition. That's fine. That means what? We are only concerned of the vote politics, because plus 2 exams, if exams are cancelled, I think the parents are always happy. Is it that is the reason? That means what? We are trying still to play games even in this particular thing, which is education. We have to understand very clearly that if we want really this country to flourish, if we want a better future for this country, we have to have a roadmap for education system. You may tell me, sir, you are giving problems after problems. What solution do you have? Yes, as an individual, as a single person, I can only provide some solutions which may or may not be possible. But this is something which I thought, and if some discussions happen, maybe we'll come up with some ideas. For instance, we can easily come across some MCQ exams to be conducted online. Yes, I am being very practical and telling we can conduct online online exams and various phases, and can have various sets of papers, and then we can conduct it. This is what I thought. You can have better ideas, you can share it, we can debate on that, we can come to a conclusion to that. Instead of giving freebies, instead of providing things for free, can we have an infrastructure being developed for the country? The education system infrastructure is developed where in the next future we don't have to cancel papers at least. Also, next time when you vote for a particular political party, can you look into the agendas that put their political manifesto? And if we find that they are planning to revamp the education system, where they are going to provide internet access or having some out-of-the-box ideas, creativity, innovativeness, what we use for teachers, for the corporates. If we find such manifestos coming up, where they have some real good blueprint, some roadmap for the betterment of the education system, we are going to vote for that political party instead of looking to the color of the political party. So these are some of the random ideas which came to me and I am sharing with you. Let me recapitulate. The present situation, it is very dangerous. We understand we cannot risk the lives of our students, admit it. But that doesn't mean we have to curtail or completely stop the examination process. It hampers, it hits the people who are sincere about studies. There are people who are interested to make their career in education field. So they are not getting the fair advantage. They are not getting the fair decision being given to them. So we need to have a plan, and accordingly we need to develop a roadmap. According to the roadmap, we have to work forward, for which we can have online classes, we can have online examinations happening in the MCQ format in various phases. We could have taken it along, because it is now cancelled, we cannot think on it. Let's now work towards in such a manner so that we can revamp the education system, where we don't have to cancel papers next time, and we give a fair chance to students who are studying. With this, I will end my video for today. This is my 4th video. Share your views, ideas, and we can have a healthy discussion to come to a solution. We're all looking for solutions. I'm not here to blame, and I don't trust on those. So these are some solutions which came, which may not be liked by you all. You can give some honest feedback. I will really appreciate it. We can have a discussion on that. With this, I end my 4th video. Stay in touch. We can have more such discussions. God bless. Take care.